Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else will do like you do. That's why I don't mind spending my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela if you're new here. Today's video is all about this Valentine's Day inspired makeup look for all of my lovers out there. I made my eyeshadow very sultry and sexy. It really makes your eyes pop. It's a very soft, sultry look, but you also have hints of pink in there, so you really get that Valentine's Day vibe. I actually feel like my skin looks amazing and I love this for a date night look. I wanted to make this look very simple so you can pair it with any outfit that you want to wear. So if you guys are interested to see how to get this wonderful, beautiful look, just keep on watching. So first, I'm going to start off with the ColourPop setting spray. This is a hyaluronic acid mist, so it's really going to help prep your skin, make it moisturized. And then I'm going to go in with the TATCHA serum stick. So this really helps to decrease any creasing and it makes my under eyes super moisturized. So I like using this under my makeup when I want my under eyes to last longer. And then I just like to pat it in. You guys can see how moisturized my under eyes are. Now I'm going in with the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. You guys know I love this. I'm just going to put this around the eye area, just on the inner corner and outer corners. And then I'm just going to put some on my dark spots. Since I am going to use a tinted moisturizer, I do want more coverage. So this is a way to get more coverage without using too much product. So as we let that dry, I'm going to go in and fill in my brows with a brow pencil. This is by NYX. It's in the color Espresso. I just like to go in all the sparse areas to really even it out, and then I like to go in with a powder. But for this, I'm really just filling in all the sparse areas. I'm not really doing too much as far as carving out my brows or making it look different. So I really like to just follow the natural shape of my brow and I'm good to go. So I'm using the Anastasia brow powder. This is in ash brown. I really just like how natural these make my brows look. So I just go in with the lighter color and then I'll just kind of like define the rest of my brows. I'm not really using too much product either, so it really just looks really natural. So now I'm going to take the same concealer and carve out my brows. I'm just going to put a little bit of a thicker consistency underneath my brows so that I can actually drag it down and even out my eyelids as well. So now I'm taking the E.L.F concealer sponge and just blending everything out. My sponge is a little damp because I did wash it before this video. I normally don't use it damp, but I feel like it does really help to blend it all the way into the skin, so it really lets your skin show through. So as you guys can see, my skin looks very, very dewy and healthy. Now I'm just taking an eyeshadow brush to blend down the concealer. I let the concealer sit for a little bit so it can kind of give you a little bit more coverage, and then I'll just blend it down and then pat it towards the brow. So for this look, I really want to go for something very skin-like. So for that, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. I love this. It's so good, especially if you just want something that's going to blur your skin a little bit, but it's not going to look like you have a lot of makeup on as well. So for this look, I'm really going to go for a skin-like look. I really do want my skin to show through, but I do want to make it a little bit more put together. So for this, I like going in with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Skin Tint. You guys know I love this so much. I like it because it actually blends into the skin, so you're not going to feel like you have a lot of makeup on, and it's also skin blurring, so it really just perfects your skin as well, but it also doesn't look too cakey or anything like that. So I'm just going to layer this on top of the concealer, and I'm doing this because the concealer is giving us a little bit more coverage, and then the skin tint is really evening out our skin tone as far as the color goes. So next I'm going in with another concealer. This is the COVERGIRL True Blend in the color Golden Amber. This is so good to just really give you a little bit more coverage. Since we are blending with a sponge, a lot of the product tends to come off, so this is why I like layering my concealers. So this concealer, in my opinion, has more coverage, and it also can crease a little easier. So I like to put this lower on my eye and then blend it upwards. So now before my under eye starts creasing, I'm going to set it with a setting powder. And I just picked up the Huda Beauty in Banana Bread, and this is so good. I've heard so many good things about this, and now that I actually tried it, I definitely can vouch for that. It's worth the money for sure, and it just does something to your skin. It really just smooths everything out. Your pores are like non-existent when you use this. So I'm just putting this under my eyes to really just set everything in place, but I'm only focusing it on the under eyes, the middle of my forehead, and my smile lines, because those are all the areas that I don't put any other creams or anything like that. But I really like to set everything right after I blend it, so it doesn't have time to like get creasy or, you know, settle into the skin or anything like that. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Corrector. This is a darker concealer that I like to use as a contour. I really like this because it really looks like a very good tan on me, and it just doesn't make my skin look muddy or anything like that. So I'm just going with a little bit on my forehead and a little bit just to define my cheeks, but we don't want to overdo this because I do want to make this a very, very pretty look, a very clean look. Now I'm going in with the COVERGIRL Classic Color Blush. This is in the color Rose Silk, and I love it because it has a little bit of a highlight inside of it. So it's really going to make you look super glowy without adding more products. But I want to show you guys how pretty this makes the eyes look. I really do like having a slight color in my eyeshadow. I never really do colors like that, but I feel like this will be very neutral, and you can honestly make this work with a whole bunch of looks. Now I'm going in to define my crease just a little bit more. I'm going in with the HOOLA Benefit Bronzer. I'm just taking this on the outer corner and then kind of dusting it towards the middle. Well, I'm not adding too much, I just want a little bit more definition. So I picked up this highlighter called Raise the Bar. It's by Revolution. I really think it's so beautiful. I haven't ever wore any highlight for a while, so I decided this was the perfect look to bring it out. So I'm just putting this on the inner corner to make your eyes a little bit more brighter, and it just complements the blush that we put in our crease because it already has a little bit of highlight in there. So I just use this under the brow bone as well to kind of just blend everything together. Honestly guys, this highlight really does melt into the skin, so you're not going to feel like you have a powdery or glittery texture on your skin at all. It really does look super pretty. Now I'm going back in with the bronzer, and I'm just putting it under my lash line, only on the outer edge because you want to make your eyes look open as possible, but I do want to connect the eyeshadow we put on the top to the bottom so it blends a little bit better. And then I'm going to go in and add a little bit of blush to my cheeks as well. And the placement for this, I really like to just place it on the top portion in the back of my cheeks, so that it gives you that lifting effect, but it's also very, very pretty if you put it a little bit under your eyes as well. So now I'm going in with the Milani eyeshadow palette. I'm using a warm dark brown just to kind of give me a little bit more depth on my lid. So I really wanted to change this into a sultry look because I really think that for Valentine's Day it would be perfect to look very sexy in the eyes. So for this, I'm just going to dust a little bit on my lid and I'm going to just blend it to the crease, but you don't want to cover up the pink that we put in the crease color. We want the pink to kind of show through just a little bit, so it is still a Valentine's Day look. So I really love having a very, very smoky eye. I really think it's so pretty, especially if, you know, the rest of your makeup is pretty natural. So yeah, I hope you guys like it as well. Now I'm taking a little bit of the dark brown and just dragging it down on the lower lash line just a little bit, only on the outer corners, of course, just to make everything blend all together. So for the lips, I'm going in with the ColourPop Lippie pencil. This is in the color BFF2. I really like this because it's very natural. It kind of matches my lips a little bit, but it's also like a mauve tone. It's really neutral, so it's gonna match almost everything. And now I'm just going to dab my lips with the lipstick from Urban Decay. It's called Back Talk. It's actually a matte lipstick. I just wanted to use this because I feel like the tones in this lipstick really match the blush. And to make this monochromatic, I needed the lips to match the rest of the look. So on top, I'm going to use a E.L.F. lip lacquer in the color Wild Rose. And this is just to top everything off and bring everything together and blend in all the colors. And for the last step, I put a little bit of highlight on my nose area, and I wasn't planning on to contour my nose at all, but I actually felt like I just needed a little bit more of a pop, so I'm using just a little bit of the Benefit bronzer and a little rounded brush and just kind of carving out around the highlight. So this is the final look right here. I feel like it came out so sexy and sultry and I love it so much. It actually matches a lot of outfits that I would wear for Valentine's Day. I honestly don't have any plans right now, so I don't know where I would wear this look, but I definitely love it because my skin feels so good underneath. And for me, makeup has to be comfortable and also very, very lightweight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you did, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up so I know to make more. Also, be sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell so you don't miss my next upload. But I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!